One of my favorite things about the Rodecaster Video is that you can record separate audio and video files based on the number of items that you have attached to the device. In this video, I'm going to give you the complete breakdown of all of those files. We're going to map them to the individual devices that are attached to the Rodecaster Video. I also have a really fun editing tip for you using the tool Riverside. Let's get started. In order to capture all these separate files, you do want to be recording to an external SSD. I have one right here. It's attached to the Rodecaster Video, and you just want to make sure that you are recording, and you can tell you're recording because this button is red. The next thing you want to do is hop into Rode Central and click on Device Configuration, head on down to Recording, and then make sure that ISO is turned on. Without this setting, you're not going to get separate files for each of the inputs, so this is definitely a setting that you want to have turned on. The next thing is to look at the file structure. This will just give you an idea of all of the different inputs that are available to you in this device. So looking at the audio folder, you can see there's about 10 different audio files that are going to be produced during your recording. There is a video file here, and then if I open the video file itself, there are 5 different cameras in here. So there are actually 6 different video captures that you can do using the Rodecaster Video. Camera 1 through 5 are different camera angles, and then this default video is actually the entire video that you capture if you are switching during your recording. The other thing you can do is turn multicam on. If you do turn multicam on, then that's what this default file will look like. So if you just want everything baked into one video file, you can certainly use this default video file. Other than that, you will capture each of your different video files separately. Looking at the back of the Rodecaster Video, you have 4 HDMI inputs here. These are for 4 cameras. And then I also have a webcam attached over here using one of the USB-C ports. So if you look back at the file structure, you can see that we have cameras 1 through 5. So the way that that looks right here is this is camera angle 1, camera angle 2, camera angle 3, which is the back of the Rodecaster Video. Camera angle 4 is the top down, and then camera angle 5 is the webcam that I have over in the corner. The video files will capture whatever audio you're using for the Rodecaster Video, but all in all, it's pretty straightforward. As far as the video files go, you do get a total of 6, and that's plenty for doing interviews, events, live streams, or anything that you might have planned. All of the video files that I just shared with you also collect audio. Now, there is that default video file that captures everything. So if you're manually switching on the Rodecaster Video, or if you have auto switching turned on, if you're interested in learning about that, I'll leave a link to that video down below. That default file is going to collect everything in one file. So now, without even getting to the video files yet, you can take these files and begin recording. I have shared my multicam editing workflow with y'all in the past, and well, it can be pretty overwhelming. So I've been experimenting with Riverside, and all I did was I took that main default video file and I uploaded it right into Riverside. Hopping in here into Riverside, I'm going to go right in here into the editor. Riverside has a text-based editor. You can also edit directly here in the timeline. You can grab clips out of your complete episode if you'd like. On the right-hand side, you can add your branding. You can remove pauses. You can take advantage of all the functionality that Riverside has available to you. It'll also generate what they call magic clips. That's vertical clips you can use in your social media postings to drive traffic to the full episode that you are editing in here. If you need transcripts, you can generate those in here, and you can also generate show notes, which includes chapters. So if you are posting to YouTube, then you can use these chapter markers and so much more right here in Riverside. Let's hop into audio files. You can see right here, you will get 10 audio files in total. Now, if you aren't capturing something in one of the audio ports, it's still going to capture the file. It could be blank, but either way, you are going to get all of these audio files anytime you record to an external SSD. Now, number 1 and 2 are microphones 1 and 2, and today in the studio, this is mic 1 and this is microphone 2. Now, looking at the back of the Rodecaster video, these are XLR inputs for microphone 1 and 2. And as I mentioned earlier, there are a few USB-C ports over here that you can use to plug into an external USB-C microphone or even a webcam. In this case, you can attach an additional USB-C microphone. Okay, something I do want to point out about anything that you attach to these USB-C ports is they have to be compatible with Rodecaster video. On Rode's website, there is a list of compatible webcams and USB-C microphones. I don't own one of the compatible microphones. Rode, if you're listening, this is a little proprietary. I'm using a Shure SM7B right here that you are allowing me to use, and it even has preset settings in the device. It would be nice to be able to use any USB-C microphone, so that's just something that you should be aware of before you plan on using anything USB-C related with the Rodecaster video. I'm not sure if you can see, but right here there is a slot for a micro SD. What you can do is you can preload shows on there, sound effects, video, audio files, and what a Rodecaster video does is during your production, if you happen to enable any of those sounds, they're going to place them into a separate audio file. So that's what you're seeing with video clips, sounds. You can also attach via Bluetooth. So if you're feeding any audio into the device using Bluetooth, you're going to capture it there. Also, these USB-C ports over here on the right side, you can attach 2 USB-C microphones. Again, they do need to be compatible. That's what these USB 1 and 2 files are. Your chat file is if you are recording any chat, like if you're live streaming and you're collecting on the chat channel, it's going to be captured in that file. And then your HDMI mix is also in here. For the live mix, it's going to capture all of the audio that you happen to feed into the device during your recording or your live stream. It's going to capture everything into a live mix. So you will have one complete file with everything in it if you do prefer that type of a format. One other final tip is that if you are recording to an external SSD, I advise not to just pull the cable out of the back of the Rodecaster video at the conclusion of your recording. What you want to do is select the record button. It's going to turn a blue color, and basically you are stopping your recording before you detach your external SSD from the Rodecaster video. I've made this mistake before. If you just pull the cable out, you're going to lose all of the files and your recording, and had it happen, it did not feel so great. So just keep that in mind if you and when you are recording to an external SSD. If you're like me and you're looking to consolidate your equipment, the Rodecaster video could certainly be a good option for you. I know it's working out really well for myself. I love all the flexibility, all of these files that it gives you, and there's just so much more to learn about this device, and I plan on sharing that with you as I go along. So if you're interested in tuning into future Rodecaster video related content, be sure to subscribe. If you like today's video, hit the thumbs up. Thanks as always for tuning in, and I'll see you again in next week's video.